We are at Ace Bolt and Screw in Tupelo, Mississippi. Come by and see us. We got the DeWalt and Milwaukee reps, and of course the great people from Ace Bolt and Screw. They're showing their products. They're got some great deals going on, and they're all outside here in front of the store. So come on down and see us. Joining us now right here in the Element Well Studios at Ace Bolt and Screw today is Senator Chad McMahan. Senator, thanks for coming on today.
Good morning. Good morning, my Mississippi. It's great to be here with you, and welcome to Tupelo, Mississippi, my hometown.
Your stomping grounds.
Yeah, you know, now a lot of people like to go around claiming that they were born and raised in Tupelo, Mississippi, but me and Elvis Presley, Gerard, we really were. Gerard, we really were.
Well, and of course the guitars are displayed all around Main Street in downtown Tupelo, and you got is it the Tupelo hardware store, right? That's where Elvis allegedly bought his first guitar. I guess it is true. I said allegedly, but I think that's historical fact.
It is true, and you can go in and still buy that same guitar in the exact same spot. His mom took him in there. He wanted a BB gun, and she backed out and got him a guitar instead, and the rest is history.
I think that was a pretty good move.
Thank you very much.
For Mom. Okay.
But Tupelo Elvis Presley Museum here is the number one non-gaming tourist destination in the state of Mississippi.
Didn't know that. People
from all over the world come to check out the King of Rock and Roll's birthplace, and we've got a lot of good things going on out there. And Tupelo is a six-time All-American city. It's one of the greatest cities to live in the United States.
Yep.
Low cost of living, lots of jobs here, and we've got we're the hub for the banking industry for the entire state. We've got the largest bank in the state's headquartered here, and the third largest bank in the state. So it's a lot of activity taking place in this area. Great place to live and raise a family.
Great healthcare institutions as well.
It's the largest rural hospital the largest rural hospital in America is the North Mississippi Health System. 8,800 employees, third largest employer in the state.
Yeah.
A lot of great things happening here in this area. And it's an honor to represent my hometown and represent the hospital I was born in and the high school I graduated from.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
a great place to live.
All right, so what about this outfit here, Ace Bolt and Screw? What a Mississippi institution that is. They've been here, I believe, since 2007 in Tupelo. I had dinner with the folks last night. They say it's going really well for them here, and they expect big things.
This is a great place to do business. I buy screws and bolts and equipment here from time to time. If you're looking for a specialty part or a specialty screw or a bolt, they'll have it. They will have it here, or they can get it. Yeah, it is. The inventory they keep on hand is very impressive.
Incredible. And they do a great job. Their people are so helpful, so friendly, and really do understand the concept of customer service, and they preach that and they act on it. So we're honored to have them as a great Mississippi business, and certainly right here in Tupelo. And as you said, I noticed this morning driving over here, the place seems to be buzzing. Seems like the economic activity is really doing well here in Tupelo, and as you said, great place to live, work, etc. I mean, what's your sense of that? Seems like it's going great.
I tell you, we have the right ingredients here for economic success. Tupelo, in many ways, is the engine of northeast Mississippi. Lee County is the largest and heaviest industrialized county in the state of Mississippi. It's just a lot of activity going here. I don't know if you've been through our commercial area downtown, but there are no empty buildings downtown.
I did notice
Real estate properties are up. The values of homes are up. We've got Cooper Tire continues to expand here. Toyota is expanding. Most of our great furniture companies, some high-tech industry here as well. We've got several aerospace manufacturers in this area. It is really one of the best-kept secrets in the United States.
Yeah, it is awesome, man. I did take a spin a few miles back in both directions on Main Street there, and I mean it's top-notch, honestly, and then up and down Gloucester as well. And so I've spent a lot of time here coaching baseball through the years. A lot of that across the parks here with the baseball teams. I even had some state championship runs here as well with the youth baseball groups. Always enjoyed my time here. Let's talk about the legislative session. You guys are all buttoned up, signy-dyed, out of there. It was I've been describing it as a very active session, to say the least. What's kind of your thoughts on it?
Well, first, I want to also brag on our public school system here in Tupelo.
Yeah.
Tupelo is the largest public high school in the state. We call it the Tupelo spirit. If you live in Tupelo, everyone goes to one high school.
Yep.
I think it's over 2,500 students. It's really a campus out there is what we've got. But this year, it was a historic year. Democrats ran this state for 186 years.
Right.
Republicans have had control for 3 years, and it is incredible what is taking place. We gave the largest tax cut in the history of the state. We also gave our educators who have earned it. They have earned a pay raise. We gave them the largest pay raise, I believe, in the history of the state as well. Over a $5,000 pay raise. And the reason I say they've earned it is Mississippi, people like to pick on us and point fingers at us and say we're last, but I want everyone to hear me. Mississippi is #1 in the country for improvements in mathematics and reading. As a matter of fact, we're doing so well in education that other states are looking to Mississippi's leadership now saying, man, what are you guys doing down there that's working so well? And I'm proud to be a public school Republican. Support what's going on in the public schools, and I support what's taking place in this area, and I support the largest pay increase for our educators in the history of the state. They've earned it, and I'm proud of that. I'm a product of Tupelo Public Schools as well.
Yeah, that was no doubt momentous legislation. It had been discussed quite a bit in prior sessions, and it finally got it over the finish line there. The governor, of course, signed off on it, and he shared here on the program back in the summer at the Neshoba County Fair that he considered a teacher pay raise his #1 legislative priority, and of course that got done. And a lot of other stuff happened as well. But one of the things related to education, you've probably no doubt Senator seen State Auditor Shad White's report about the brain drain, which is I think a serious concern we all share here in Mississippi. It appears we're drastically improving the quality and the performance in the K-12 arena. We get a lot of kids into college, and then unfortunately we're not able to keep them here. So is that something the legislature is starting to pay attention to, talk about, and what are your thoughts on that?
It is, and I want to brag on Natchez, Mississippi for just a minute. I love the mayor and the board down there, what they're doing. They actually have a program. They're advertising in some of the big markets in the country, and they call it Shift South. Mississippi, we have great weather here, about 364 days a year. You're going to have great weather. Maybe one day a year you get a little ice or a storm, but for the most part, Mississippi's open for business, and I love what they're doing in Natchez. And what they're doing is they're paying incentives to attract companies to come to Natchez, and they were very fortunate to snag a company outside of Chicago, Illinois, that saw the value of coming to Mississippi for the there's a lot of economic reasons to move to Mississippi. Your money's worth 15% more in Mississippi than anywhere else in the country. Right. You also have lower cost of living and better property value here. And so what they're doing in Natchez is working. They're also becoming a hub for the movie industry. Several different movie studios are moving to Natchez. I love that. We put several million dollars, about $30 million into advertising in the state of Mississippi this year to get out and start advertising in some of these other markets. Why would you want to live in Chicago or New York or Baltimore or Los Angeles when you could live in Mississippi and have the same internet speeds and almost no crime instead of living in these other big markets? There's virtually no traffic in Mississippi to speak of.
Right.
And it's a wonderful place to live. And for the individuals that I interact with regularly who are a lot of management moves here from other areas, when they get here, we country from. They love what they see in Mississippi. They love the people, the workforce, the work ethic, the property values. They really enjoy what they see here, and most of them, if we can get them here, they never leave.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I've met lots of folks that have moved into the area as well, and they're pleasantly surprised once they take root here, and then they say, I'm never moving. It's just a matter of getting them here, and I think I'd like to see us do a better job of promoting a lot of the talking points you just shared. I think we got to do a little more effective job of marketing that.
Well, we've got some real hometown businesses here that have done well. Bank of Mississippi, which became Bancorp South, which is now Cadence, started here. You got Renaissance Bank started here. Blue Delta Blue Jeans They're here. Carmingo, the new presence on the internet, they're here. I love what they're doing. They're doing a lot of recruiting. They're bringing in a lot of talent, technical and internet, social media talent from all over the country. Those young people are loving what they're seeing here as well.
Yep. Senator, thanks for coming on, and congratulations on all the success here in Tupelo. And you got some time for the next session, but I'm sure that comes around quicker than it seems.
And as the most famous Tupeloian ever said, thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Senator Chad McMahon's been our guest. We're at Ace Bolt & Screw in Tupelo, Mississippi. Stay with us. Middays will return from the Element Wealth Studios.